1992 no enipa bebre ka se constitution e fa baby bebre no ehi amendment enunti ena wo se wo mo enye yi ana se se de nkrofo bi ka se ono ankasa no pese wo di 2 terms esa ka ho eno so ka ho bi enti ena wo de saa commission yi aba enipa wo mo wo commission ne so no enipa bebre raise concern e wo enipa no a e wo commission no eso ebinom kire se NDC for ba wo mo ba ye de wo ma kire se ampa edijija nyemura na nam ti no ye adwuma nko ade a ye be ma obi lawyer akwaba
ya minu ba na ho te se
nyame adom ye ho ye gidi se won so ho ye pa
anu nyam Kenya me ho ye di na ye se nyame na meda na se
ye de nyame ase obo ase sesi aye kasei enipa se de Solomon Sasu mensen kan 15 do ena o ma hwere wo mo nkwa officially ndi o mo se 9 ebi no so 8 figures na ebeduru anwumre de na chese ni nyina aba yemfa sobo ne mo hwan military fo no a wo mo egade anglogo da shanty no emeburu na wo mo so ko bie fire e wo mo so no ensemtwefo bi nsem wo mo kan ye NDC fo ensem wo mo ka kire emeburu na ansa no mo ba ban mu enunti ama body wo mo ko site jijiji nkrofo ne ma no na yemfa sobo ne mo ana sese ye kwan be ne be fa so asa ne ma ye bejai
yo menu aba edika no ma yemfa enchiama yahwefo ene yetiefo nyina anopei na yesan na onyame ase se enenso so wama yanyasa akwanyan na yetimi kasa na yetimi home na yetinkwamu anu onyam kese anu ni kabia enka twedi ampon na before me zoom into anyone our listening pese me da wasipi for taking this seat na no payro me badwuma mu no adwuma obo ye the way you are opening no was no I was quite impressed.
Thank you.
And to keep it up because the sky will be the beginning for you. Media the person Ghana for any TF for a share is from a different angle altogether.
Okay.
Now angle na person ye share no any say o kind of brofumwa your friend of foreign direct investment. Say nonifo businesses omoni beje afa Ghana ye economy no ho no benya pepa sa ombeba oman mu no mudi omu sika abehye Ghana mu ama Ghana e dia body bra country bia wo wiase mu no ansana foreigner bi investor bi ebeba a host country abe invest no yes a stability political stability e wo sa oman no mu yes a asumdue mapa e wo oman no mu this omunya GDA say womo life security womo safety womo yire no womo marmu ba oman no mu a womo nkwa ento baha enunti investor bia beko oman bi mu a sa ne ma wenum bi e na omo hwe omo behwe mo judicial system mo legal system omo behwe mo political systems omo behwe the economy omo behwe technology e wo ho
peace and security
hospitality a amanfo wo e wo oman no mu ni nyina ka ho omo behwe health facilities e wo ha infrastructure ye wo ha ena asumdue pa enze ma companies se me ko Ghana me ko Nigeria me ko ha edi misika akoshem ama oman no so afade ntoma pafra. Now if this is the government a preach 24-hour economy, not 24-hour economy no be involve demand and supply the market. Say you be produce enough for this country na ya export to na Ghana for nko yentimi nya saade no near person big companies, behemoth companies, Fortune 500 companies, and move it down to this country. Eba Ghana ha, edu musika besho omanu beya juma. Say no mube huana. A hundred person Ghana for a hard was a yes a guyeti na yesu. Say a cat tourism who samoa. Say and obaha obehuana. say si Ghana ya discover lithium na mrofu mra meboa na yentu lithium na say eno behu na if there's a change of government areho Anglo Gold foreigners na yadwuma how all over the world, America for wom, South Africa for wom, different amount for employees. They have 4 women no year juma ewo maimo. Now, if after change of government, now obitimi tell radio so with that power, I can't busu as if he owns the country. Etimi inciting Crawford. Emma de Yehua is the person a patriotic Ghanaian or Kasamoa. I will say it. Is he a patriotic Ghanaian?
But lawyer, Mran Susu wo krom ha. Se obi ti radio ni TV so ye niema ensem fata se ya. Adenti no oda so te ho.
Enunti na wo say wo mu a like the AG, because the criminal offenses, and no one know the AG, the republic, the state. And also Utu and because and seven, they don't say they're going to look for evidence. They according to the TV, so wakasa, wa instructive, wa ma instructions, and
all over the place.
It is all over the place. It's palpable evidence, cogent evidence, relevant evidence to action. You can see the material connectivity. You can establish that. And this is not the first time I see Rwanda, said Muka, I see Kenya, said Mukano. Radio no abeye the mouthpiece, Okasa, a Kobebia. And if this person encountered, no, na only GBC, no. So if you two are buying no bomb did well GBC, no, Kase, we have taken over the country, blah, 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 blah. The constitution will be suspended. Let's have a harder or take it over. And when you sit somewhere, let's say Okasa, let's say Obuasi for every TDR. Ghana, this is dangerous. This is super dangerous. And therefore, expected said the law must take its course. Because no one per our constitution. Supremacy of the what? Of the constitution. No one is above the law. Not even the presidonia of this country. Not the president of this country. No. Not the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. No. Not the head of state of government. No. Not the head of state himself. No. Whether you swear in and the very moment, the hour, the minute I command you say, who swear the presidential oath and the oath of allegiance, the reins of leadership of this country, and therefore you have to ensure, and also making sure, say, peace and order, the rule of law is king.
Only Omo can say the president no should have made a very strong statement. Ewo NDC for ye to abawie no ma fa ha no ma kwaji we no ma for office ha no ma kwaji we ama wanye ama sabre yakwa kodru oboase nipa ewu bebre. Only Omo kasa no ya adwene sesen e wasn't a strong statement bi saba.
Me no mo ya adwene papa because me nu aba tama John Dramani Mahama, the excellency, or swear in, you swear in, or say, so help me God. No, Samusha, the oath of allegiance and presidency, was say, I'll preserve, I'll protect the constitution of Ghana, so help me God. And as soon as you mention protection, preservation of the constitution, that means you have become the president of the Republic of Ghana, not the president of NDC. And therefore, as a commander-in-chief, you issue a command and stop these atrocities. When Obekasa said, because you know Ghana for, and yet NDC against Ghanaians, you more ball waha, and he ultimately take sides. Because you swear out to say, Obe Ghana for you now buying. Now they will boss for Omonya Ghana for. At the Omonya Juma or Anglo Gold, Omonya Ghana for Anna. Anglo Gold in itself, company is a citizen of Ghana, and therefore is a judicial person of Ghana. And natural persons, I didn't think there was a court violated the rights and responsibilities of the judicial person, Anglo Gold. And he said, if you sin against Anglo Gold, as a judicial person what sin against a citizen of this country, and therefore the law what come into conflict with the law, and therefore the law must deal effectively with you. And to me about me the best me kaka krebi na ja me come TV come make sure say nema cost one and he say yen hwade no from peace and order, yen hwade no from foreign direct investment. Emrofom beso modom sika be hye oman mu no se su no besu ehun we ni hwe naturalization difference be ne wom say foreign bi aba na obeti ni company na ya fe yese aba tuo aba anase ya change government in desire trade ya di company na free mu nsem ya di company na free mu nsem yen fama mu bi no de omu ye no eni ya di company na free mu nsem no. Is there any significant difference, as a statistician will say? Is there any significant difference? Nah, there is no significant difference. And ma womu nyesa, ma omu enko take it over. To say a word be no no. David Becker said, Abena, adenti ne wu ojontwe wu say. Ojontwe wu ene bi no wu yo. Odo bra akoto chacha. Meanwhile, John Dramani Mahama president onimo owoda omo prepare yes young go phone nko yakwohwe mu se wani apaya ye hwe na wani se wani aba your life oba is then enti anamobia wo mutu no. I think it's time say the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the president of the Republic of Ghana, the head of state and the head of government, and also Ojina Brani. It's all about leadership. Jibrani no obo ni nwan ho ban, obo Ghana for ho ban, obo Oman ho ban. Senior or swear the oath of allegiance and the oath of presidency. Who say me kwa de masamba, because the one swear these two oaths you can never be a president. And now we have
too many news.
It just shows them 7th January. Why are we seeing all this? And I think the media houses, no. And Crawford Mujina Hokasano, and also almost kasa with wisdom.
Okay.
Now, almost back it, and maybe on Bekabia, almost the impact, and who's a soon so. Sebebwa on mine, and I say, Emwa on mine. Eti, Okasa, yes, is that how we get concessions? And post up a concession, Cranoa, a crowd when you first do concessions. Adai onim se bibi wo ha ye fe the lands commission, minerals commission onim minerals commission say your process is a fast to the side no ni nyina
no ye ensem a empanimfo edi wo mo nim na ka kire wo so hu enti minerals commission ene omo maka ne de omo muti wo mo case o
e wo se Ghana on hwe o kan say my nka ba ye beka ne wo se ye kan say we are buying, we are leader. Nese one create jobs. Ama e mabunu enye bia anye. Say one create jobs. Ama mabunu anye engaged. Sani emawi ena yehu. And going forward no, we need to look at the interest of the youth, because the future belongs to the youth. And therefore, and what's you creating, you making sure say you nya enough enyuma ewa ha ya mabunu ebenya ebi aye and say sorry akodi concession ya me yese mi ko galam say na ni pe wu of ni de ka ho nyina no me nua abena the hostess enka
eba so bia ni so
what I say enti areho na me bagay na ka o say eye misu. Oh, I am Bisu. Say, Ghana Babia, you're doing in the 4th Republic. Babia, you're doing. Do we need to go through this? And to say na BBC no beka fire. Say na CNN for ebe represent ye. Say na Agazira ebeka fire. E wiase e konanim. E to trust them. Abawie ye wo manso emrofo nasa eko wiemu emabunu invent niema through AI amanfo yusu o madwene de ye ne papa o amanfo e bo o ho ban o bra ye o empuntuo e koso o amanso o na yen de ye commande ye mabunu se monko oboase ye firi ho ye beye sei no na ye pe oman ni yie na ye pe mabunu ni yie na ye pasumdua na ye pentauta odie enti if you position your as this way na say we travel so kasa na some of your interviews we put out say oh we your president maybe in the future na maybe in the future aboframpo ye ne hu no se na de ye beye yie na atene medase
ubetumi ajoin yen wo Facebook Oman live ye wo ho na menkin kan crofo messages kakra ema wo mo Prince Asumani say good morning Abna, please mention his name for the good people of this country to know who he is. It is Captain Smart. Oh, he said yaboni dio I or see if care is not taken this the shehon de mean to minka will plunge the country into darkness. Also, Boateng Kwabena say family and friends appointment made by John Mahama. Check the list. No regional balance. Or no sooner no. Cletus Ayereje or say you harvest what you sow. I know dear Yampa or Zenkafone Kaye. Or no sooner dear no. Eric Chum, good morning to all. God bless you for the work. Solomon Tete, or say I'm happy, Papa. NDC should advise themselves. Dr. Peter Sam, or say if JM and NDC fails to implement the electoral mandate, NDC is finished, and we will see a massive destruction by the youth and emerge of a third force political party, downsized government, NV8, free fuel and ex-gracious. Quite a lengthy one. Medibesi Michael Asari, so Omanfm, bless you for the work. Michael Asari Bimosi JM must know that God is looking at us all. Okay, Edward Ejare, or say NDC is not part. It's not a party to enjoy. Okay. Teacher
Sister Brown
oko no ho hia
me ko isi region
hia the one krata no bia ye krado a mayenko
yo na me de hyase e wo hai the new crusading guide. Now the new crusading guide hai efoni ode ba ye kasa ne ekoso oboase asojafo ene emranti bia enipa dodo no anim so mo ye NDC fo edisi eni no efuni eda ha no kasa omo ahyehye no enti or the caption no ba says 7 illegal miners killed.
Yeah, ma yanko ahoma so na yeni nkomo yi na ye wi na yaba. Dr. Sadiq Edichum media peace and security practitioner or research fellow at West Africa Center for Counter Extremism. Doc Omanfm so ne yam wache.
Memo wache o me nyawa apom te say.
Ye ho ye gidi se won so ho ye.
Nyame adom.
Ye da sepa ene wadaje ene anopa yi. Ye bambo mu nsem ene de ekoso ewo oboase enipa bi esusu se omanyi ase ye to ye bambo ene ya sumdue ejeje mu de ekoso wo oboase woni share comment
Yamisha na incha wote for anapre my initial comment is rather unfortunate, and especially say actually addition and Accra and sa mentime wasia aba ewo oboaso nti ebusia o ma hwe o ma de omonkofo na be ma mo yakọ na omonso o mo japade nso asese na ade nyina no so se be ma mo hyede na bomba se asonje betimi aba bottom hall no we ho atram
enipa dodo no a ka se sa de yi ehyasie nkakra ye to aba no ewie ye ne bubo mu ye bubo wie ye declarations ni ade afei ye de mampani tina konwa so wie ye NDC mebunu se ya ba na aba nti wo ha no makoje ha saa niema no ena ebubuwa ma ene aba behwe ewo Anglo Godfo wo mo enasie yi kwan ben ana niema ben na yanye ne yi a eno nti e de aba bedru sampempen so yi
yo meda wase na some of the things are very technical and one here what young can say yeah better dia ono no ho kan no ba na bia na wanya ho hwe mpokura won say o man bia wo ko enim no enyoma esesa nti at every point in time bia no situation bia happy bia no should put it into context. I think say obuasi issues no awo ho na nkitahudie a ewo company no ene amanfo no omo ho no eno ena I think say the issue as far as say omo dada asetine mu se na bia omo so betumi anya bibia ye mom sa akom ano no I think say eno ena edisa intawantawe aba yenim say abaya dada okoi otutu ehwa na mona some of the conversations no na embetuga nti wan hwe a obey wadwen say komu so enya anamsifo na edu baby a yepe neutral people a omo nimdie ewode na yede omo tinam na ye sim won say opese wo siesie asembia na asem no say wonya ne faraba wonya na bakwasem na wotumi die di atem no wo ye ne saa na efi no obroni say compromise edu baby a say obi ja bibimu no wejemu say na bi asundwe ba na ye nyina enya win-win situation. So I think that is the approach. That is one. Two, eba the dia kasafa a difference intelligence gathering. It's the foremost important thing whether at the national level or at the local level no, we have to use that one to drive the potency of our security. Inti enkomoji sa do we na ekos no definitely ebi mu ko bia ba ekotena di nkomo fa ho ebi mu ko party ase di nkomo fa ho ebi mu ko ghetto e di nkomo fa ho inti if the intelligence is really on the ground we should have been able to prevent this kind of offense escalation of this attacks in this magnitude. We should have been able to prevent it given the nature
doc ano pay your reporter or boase na semu a wo kan ene se NDC chairman a wo ho woni mebunu ni di nkomo e ka kire wo mo se wo mo ma no bosome na woni Anglo Gold fo no be kwa kodi nkomo mema wo mo nkonko bonwura ho enti intelligence said wo kan die na e wo ho e wo si ye two factions e mebunu ko no mo ye mienu efa bi din de o ma de atum so mbetwen ena efa bi so de o mo se nya de se o mo betwen eno ntini e wo kan se community engagement ni ade no na e wo se ekoso e bia na bibi sankoso no se emebru no ye wo ma dwene se ne be ye san se ya ban na ba sa community engagement na ebetumi ayi sa ne me every
ebetumi ayi because we have to you say approaching in different forms. For instance party chairman and in party chairman at this very point in time say you ne bobio senior one say sometimes familiarity in some of dealing with these issues sometimes it to me Emma the was some of Becca Crano the Omatis no Monte inti see a conflict resolution and mediation and sometimes you apply the neutrality of personalities involved. The eminence of the personality involved is also a very important thing. In think a chairman or yes, I know yes, information. Could the chairman relay this information because Obasi definitely is part of Ashanti region and to me relays information through the regional office and then maybe from the regional office they also scale it to the national office because at the end of the day, if indeed I don't know whether the people involved are the NDC people. But if indeed, so it is alleged, if indeed they are even NDC people, they will also do their own analysis and ask themselves that if this thing should happen, is it going to give us a very good image at this very point in time that we have just taken over power? So they will also put in measures to prevent it. And they will know who to send down, whether from national, whether from regional, to go and meet this feuding parties and then have a conversation with them. Until yes, there can be community engagement. The community engagement now, when community engagement, that is also very important. Anything over here, on says about mediation, sometimes it's me high and for na ye de omako kusi ano so munko no munko hwema kasakasa na wono yentumi NCC. Yes, there can be community engagement, but who is leading? And who are the leading people? That is very important.
Yeah, now we council say baby a omukọ yes omukọ akoteki over yi baby a Anglo Gold Ashanti for no e dey ato ho for some time ni nyina no sa issues here wo ho ntia reporter no so can the same thing, but I know so say ade a Anglo Gold Ashanti wo mo wo tumi krata ya wo mo de yi wo mo dwuma eno nti se emebunu ebeko se baby a mo jato ho a mo nye ho adwuma yi yen ya ba be take over se ya ba be too good ewo
Eddie and no Obeka say and the council no. But we see one say issues of mining are very complex in this country as far as ownership is concerned. Semika ownership one say your indigenous ownership and your acquired ownership. And senior ya handle a mining issues no. Ama some level of entitlement and is he this time around Obia I am very open-minded and very educated about issues, so they know that at the community level they have some form of ownership because they are the rightful owners of the lands. That is first and foremost. Because a good year was no a abino and a good year a woman ono en essensa nti aban na ewo tumi wo so say obetimi ama hwan any a obetimi akoye de ekotu sa fom egudie no ni nyina no sa aban no oya otumi say onye no nkwankwankra otumi so ko nananom ho na one nananom akudi nkomo na wa chem nananom say na wo ha na ye ba be ye say na musum benya fimu na nananom so ni ommanfo na di nkomo. So it's a process whichever way it is. Now yen kase sa process ni nyina yaye, however there is conflict na wo no na kase sisi ano no eno ne dey if abandoned land na mbebunu feel say bibia ni so enti no mbetimi akwa na ma mfa kwampa so ankwankwa ya, what is the approach? That's what I'm saying. Enti kwan be na be fa so aye ni mbebunu betena se wo mo hu say ade sei neti enti then na mo so mo hwehwe ye kase nyina no edwuma na mo pe ana Anglo Gold ewo hono no maka said they mine for how many years? I mean, when they started mining, some of us were not even born. But the people feel said they are not getting the right development that they need.
But so, Doc, yes, say they are not getting the right development. A contract and Ghana buying any Anglo Gold Ashanti for ewo and a woman edi wo mudwuma enti say emebuno no enya the right development or mo hwehwe a adentina ewo say Anglo Gold Ashanti and wo mo bo mo sa sobo no.
I think sometimes when people want to register their displeasure, they look for the opportunity and they look for target. You see, some people can go for demonstration. Mind you, their target may not just be that they want to go for demonstration, but their target is sometimes, that's why we the police will come in order for you to gain that attention. So every person who has that kind of mindset in the first place will want to have a target. And the target, and Anglo Gold Ashanti. So for them, they are sending a signal through Anglo Gold to the government that maybe sometimes when you go for negotiations, you go for bad negotiations that does not endure to our benefit. And for some brain, and say a basano and yena have yeti yemaimuno, and I say yeti yokuno, yenya home paso, senior home paso, they want to hear the first they cannot come to Accra to come and attack Flagstaff House or Jubilee House. They cannot go to if as alleged say a party nuclear party, they cannot go and destroy their own party office to register that dismay because they are doing it as a community people. They are not doing it as alleged as NDC persons. They are doing it as community people who are not getting the right benefits or they are not given the opportunity. Say, oh sir, as I said, the sankamu pen yeshia. Hey dear, ye percent ye kakra so. Inti mobeti media amaye. Omuso man fa kwampa so amfa nkode a. Na ya tena se. Wo asem na si wi a any can say yeah blame game. What you need to look at is that how can we resolve the issues? Inti as I say yetesum mo a na ebe hu say JC and one way never first one, the resolve issue. No, whatever had happened is unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. But any being so can say, Yenuya and some phone be, especially Captain Smart. My name is any video on when you be here.
You see, part of me is a media person, and for the last 5 years, I have taught media ethics at Prince Coast University. We have, and I have taught some of your colleagues who have passed through my hands. You see, ethical journalism is very important as far as peace journalism is a pinnacle for the peace of any country. Because in some trouble, no, mokasa, munya daje, mokasa, mu train semu, ema enkofo ejinaso edi make omo decision. Inti se wo kasa na wo hwe atmosphere no se na eti na wo enhu ko obefa so obeda na wo kasa no na ababaye asumdwe kasa na wo ko wenim no yetumi amama nyoma pa ese oman ni nya no abaso no a it becomes a very bad way of journalism, and I don't want to comment on that in the sense that we all know when we talk about the ethics of media, we know. So whatever individual is doing, say if it is ethical, I'm sure we can all judge that.
Any part of don't want some more can say, and somewhere original TV ni radio show can you know. And no na I incite Obuasi youth now. Omakwako yenyambra some free basis abre. Any purpose 15 every month.
I will mean Johnson entirely says sana a better, but in my work as a security person, as a conflict person, in terms of conflict resolution, mediation, all of that, you know, when we say, you will be there. Mamin kind of say, let me just say, it's like a beeping point. In Crawfobia, one more, no, omo pesa omo ye bibi. Omo pesa obi be show omo kutupon, and also omo show obi so. And anything obi say, do political season now. Yeah, na ye catcher or more and painful with this interest say, yes, some way I'm sure Mocasamuye because what by interest for Ediama or more Mushawasino. Into say, oh, Casano or Becasano, and more a certain energy. Into the same way, say me Sadik Amino Casay. Say me doom pepen should be not meaning say me wo a chica for being a mecasa or mutia. A baby, or mobile train say, some ye be on big on the train said, me macassa and son on my. A bit to never say, in your Captain Smart, we're gaining some form of followership. We're gaining some form of voice. In some parts, it has become authoritative when it comes to media. And you know, Obi bet dinaso. Na almost nim say and sometimes on network any connections any kind of information say omunya nintino they are more can ebe no correct and answer enye no correct whichever way it is no obi ho dia why na agent so obi di bone no or trains obi the right opportunity into obi one more only information no once obi nya source of information no onu feel say the right information bit me jina so omo de akoye de so me internet ka say abrinya no ye nhwe ye kasa mu as media persons and I say actors within the political realm, within the media realm, and any other function and I say any other position there is we should be we should be careful of our utterances. That is what I can say. Okay. However, the people themselves, as I say, you say I will say, will also this kind of action, will it be the right action to register our dismay and make demands of what we look for as a people? Me ma on fan to be our na me ne o sister station back where kasa. Ye juma bi last 2 years e wo Pristia Bogo so gba so kra na ka ho. Ye ko Pristia no. Such one company, they almost had similar issue like AC Obasino. But they were very proactive. Almost say, Mbeboni say, omudi nkofo fi abontin ede omo beye adwuma, including even security guards. How a better omo to me inform as security guards. So what the people did was that omo formed employment committee from their human resource department. They formed that committee. Now omo the local people no eka ho and omo bie omo employment application mu. Omo bie mu a mbebu ni bedu na de omo application by particular period na omo bie sa application mu. Mbebu no do na omo apply ni na they did not qualify. And then local community members no more communities no take this opportunity to now educate their people that it means that you don't have the right skill set, so it is about time you need to go for the right skill set. And as a result of that, through the company, they started even training some of the people when it comes to the skills development. And that with time, they also proposed to them that, for instance, some of them were looking for driving, so the company in itself even helped some people to learn driving, get collect a license for them, and then told them, say, we want this way so that sa omo nya akonya so be drive no so be to make training because omo tracks no ya na omo wo mate for enti sa for no be come so be nya opportunity so be to me esua driving into with time no we be say we call drivers, plumbers, carpenters, free crew, and these were some of the solutions that were professed for the people, and they were able to come together to implement some of them. And we also went in from a civil society organization, from NGO points, and then whatever activity that we were doing, and so as part of that, we also have to now come in to make sure say and that's what the people are looking for. That is all.
Okay. Doc, you better was say any wadaje any anopay.
So me about me end no. Companies that are coming into the country or they are in the country, irrespective of the fact, say when you are buying na money contracting, uko community ni mua. Send a down mo no. When community ni ntra na to mom the omo hwe no. Untumi ni nyina mpo a. Or some roadmap, and that is what we need now. And so we are talking about human-centered security. And when we talk about human-centered security, it has to do with human development. And when the human development is intact, not 100%, but when it is intact, you'll be able to avoid a lot of this and that is happening. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Openia yenino Edin Komoi, Dr. Sadiq Aduchum, media peace and security practitioner, research fellow with the West Africa Center for Counter Extremism. And yenino Edin Komono. National agenda and Washungusu Awutie Oman 107.1. We are live on Facebook. Messages wohono edoso ebripem making kankakra ede amamotija. Now na my newspaper nimunsem ena ye koko din komoi.
Na ne amedesha se no daily new crusading guide enti oboasen semu de megidi sabana ya tutu na basane aslam obi ehun de yeko enti we de me bonitewa enipa nso na krata no chese one asrafo awo anglo good edisi eni emanipa nso afemu ahwe nkwa ebinom nso prepra na krata no chese krabo akuta ahene semeka sei ochen hene etuno esanse wode langard fo ye adwuma ma enam ne nsa so enipa mi no afemu ahwe wonkwa ti semeka sei otum ochen hene osaje fo mo etiafo pani watuno afri akonwa so eno nso ewo ha ne ewo ha bi so ne aka nde ayese advert nti the new crusading guide ne wo wanimu a emu esoso na abana mabobo so amawe
okay
o kwa homa so won
there be
there be
obosi asemi ayekan ya no honorable Ras Mubarak ono so ede ne de aba ede ato Facebook oye kane mrashebedwani ewo kumbugu about one person na 2013 to 2016 no your National Youth Authority Chief Executive and na ne dia wodi abeni was he place the blame of the very unfortunate event in Obuasi squarely at the doorsteps of Onua TV, which allowed its platform to be used to incite violence by one of its staff. We've come a long way and must not, in the name of free speech, allow media houses to be used as vessels to incite violence. We can't live in a country with such wanton indiscipline. Thuggery and any other acts of lawlessness must have no place in the Ghana we all want. We sit aloof and our own peril. And also ne dear eno no.
Abra ne dear no de ba no. Yese na ye nyina ye ken. Na sabra Captain Smart sha se kasa ye tie nkrofo kekan nsem no. Na honorable no Rasmu Barak. Sabra no oye. O start kaseti Omanfm ekufo ne mpanimfo ne waka me ne ya adwene pepepe na mum enen wati ne a ensem a Captain Smart keka ne kruim enti afei ana we na enye ma no eno wo beka ho asem eye me ne ya adwene se enam abrante no nsem so na bia e ba ne sa na mum no de bibisa ne se afei no wati Captain Smart nsem ana
well and also ye another question me that teacher yes but maminko ahomaso na me honorable Yalba or private legal practitioner former MP for Kumewu or sanso so constitutional expert obi a wa bempa wo ye mamra constitution mu ba kon ene honorable Yalba honorable Omanfm senior mo ache
yeah
me ba cho mo ye de
nyamenado
ye de nyame ase na wotwe wieye mampani John Dramani Mahama de krata babonten ya wapao enipa bi se won review ye constitution ya ye wo ewo menyi emu no dedi kan 1992 constitution no ene ebra de Ghana for abo ebesi sabre no eho hia se ye be ye review ana
yedinka abramema wetiefo achi na afi yakwafem so ni ewo mu ni se me ka asem we some number of parliament na MPP ye ko position that was 2009 some professor Mills was set Professor Fiajo Constitutional Review Committee ye me be sorry say it was a bit premature Abraham entire answer and say then na ye call for republic I think ye 32 years. Many Professor Moses or making this proposal now. He didn't hear saying with this fourth republic constitution. And then I can say, and it just 32 years. Now, said you make no for His Excellency John Mahama very much because I expect any Adriania in 2012. Ghana, especially, you know, the constitutional practitioners, you know. Yes, review constitution. But I believe what I say. Ghana for what I say, review constitution. So, on my piano, constitution, and you plan it. What's any apple? Yes, I could travel. What the American Constitution, 1776 up to date. Constitutional amendments is just 39. We only resort to review what the Constitution has not played the role expected of. The mistake, the fundamental mistake Ghana will be here. The current constitution Ghana is operating is a novelty constitution. A university, Abra, if you baby, you first past the post, the British system, the American system, and that of the Republican Constitution of France. And you know, Benny and San and Nine, and the Yakabumu, and your friend, novelty constitution of Ghana. If you baby, it is your thing. You perceive a reviewer. And then a mistake banner, and then my banner to Chima. I tell me I call the next limb of the legal expectation, what is review. And you will be a proposal, they say, this is a Bahama. And but yes, see young growth worker. And to buy me with some year constitutional review one line. After because a constitutional review, when you assemble academia and they end up editing the constitution and nothing less. Woman for 1992 constitution, a dear by that teacher.
The Krata a babontin free mampenia tina yeno, the na walker and a set constitutional review a Juma Yayebi 2010 Constitutional Review Commission no adwuma na 2023 Constitution Review Consultative Committee enso yɛ adwuma enti eno na sa committee fufure wo mo ba be ka ne nyina abomu no ahwɛ na yɛtumi de sa review no a wo mo yɛ no ho ensem no ayɛ adwuma uhu ne se 1992 Constitution no bibia ni ho a ehia sa review si nyina
abena 1992 Constitution ti se nipa enyina enyama bi sin to biba but any fundamental sub bracket review look any yemu bi yeka anka the best thing as yen say yen setting a committee to assess the impact of 1992 Constitution on the body politics of Ghana. About in America. The free 1992 to date Constitution is Juma, and it has been the best constitution for this nation. 32 years without anything. When I can't say papa, then so it is a nipa, and you are seeing talk and war. And you won't see on a woman. You are Constitutional Assessment Committee. No, the better it is up to the people of Ghana to decide that there must be a review. It is like putting the cat before the horse. And until any movie said, and I can papa, then so a quiet announcement about a review and they can say, no, Munyama, I thought in Nigeria after the committee. But it's up to the people of Ghana to decide on this matter.
Honorable, any suspicion, was our committee here, Mampeni, Apawi Juana.
Abraham, it has been a continuous exercise from 2009 to date. But the question, the person will be answered. Ghana for Abobra with the 1992 Constitution, it is up to the people of Ghana to decide. And then, you did to me by saying someone here, because you go review. I didn't review. You end up editing the Constitution. And then I may say, Constitution and Yankuma, and your plan and upper, near the vote for and then they could touch the soul, you see, the spirit and the soul of the nation, and the letter of the nation, Nina and the Constitution now. And the young Yamefra, Yamepebu, you must put near and Yama to see. There should be a rat with regard to that constitutional review. Okay. It is rather a constitutional assessment of the impact of 1992 Constitution.
Any here. Okay. Yen share enipa mampeni apa wo ewo Constitution Review Commission yimo. Professor H. Kwasi Prempe on na ye wo chairman, Justice Ofaya Dinyira, Professor Kwam Kakari, Mrs. Charlotte Osei, Dr. Godwin Jokoto, Ibrahim Tanko Amidu, Dr. Isiansa, Dr. Rena Akumperigia. Aha, ono na ye secretary to the commission. Enipa ya pa wo mu me gidi yesa wo de wadi constitution ya che de ubeni mu homo one way or the other. Say ni pay unu se adwuma ya de ahye wo mo nsa no wo mo betumi aye ama ehso abanfasro amagana fo.
Amra say ni pa bobo mujin eye ni pa wo nim de pa omo abe me ni anything against any of them. Nanso what the eyinima me enwie peyo nie peyo no say o say ni peyo Omanfm abomu nyina either from omo distinguish omo in their various fields academia for wompa ni bibia eye but mo be able say Omanfm yes wrong expanded never practitioners major you were beautiful former MPs, former ministers and other things. The constitution na for 32 years. It's unfortunate that this has been a major missing link. Abraham ni to make us know. Ufa sa adewe yen sebe enya lawyer for MPs obi constitutional lawyers any lawyer for been atwetwe bia judges ni ya practitioners with the 1992 constitution you will be kapa ema omaipa you will be chere edunti omampani for can say namdodo onsen kwai expanded the committee never practitioners aya been bear me and 9 ya beti MP 3 times 5 times 6 times it be a chance of legal completing everything. Because I see the current too academic and the actual about lack of practice. Because Parliament also Abena what they said they also yellow and one being you'll be fumbling here and there. You need to. It may say my penny said, hey, papa, name one standing no more other distinguished practitioners, former MPs, and others. Emblem, near my board committee, no more humanity, you pay. I'm saying, by the board.
Shani mo say, Niema Bensa, and I almost consider ye, omo Juma, ye dear show, almost say more, a beboa constitution.
Sir, also, Abna, near Omanfm, Edia to Dress. Access, Niema. No answer, you or mobile, said they have almost distinguished in their church. Yeah, but Omo constitution, they bear to manage there. On the practitioners, also many a time. Yeah, no one and near my pie and I don't see we didn't send you a messy execution. Yama, any penny being no responding. Nanya Mika Pacovians, Abrami Granny and General. General Ghana for ethic 19 and 2 question a year and after. That should be the first question. So far, there's been nothing wrong with the constitution. But all the Sasani American, you can na ya de any maybe to teach na ampa ya so constitution ya de adwuma no ya mo te sinto woni maybe ho the council of state, the powers of the prince, superpowers of the president in Yama and as ye wekete ya but outright edition because you end up see a constitutional review committee abana every article of the constitution yeah article 1 to 296 ubenya bibi aye aka benya sana amai because the best practices in the world, the for America, for UK say, almost written constitution. In the Magna Carta, Bill of Rights, a aggregation of constitution, a constitution, UK constitution, but it's the only nation in the world that only written constitution. But also just one more amended constitution, one more amended the for French Republic constitution. Name of me, can say constitution, and young Tuma. And your friend and Apagu as a friend and Ghana for just 32 years. Okay, Honorable Susu constitution is too young. Say a bias I review ya king. That overhaul. You see, Abra, I'm mindful of my words. That complete overhaul is unnecessary because just 32 years of having practice under this form of republic, which is a novelty constitution. It is too early. Rather, Kesa Omanfm, and I'm going to say every professor of what he was the vice president, and MPP and GNC by NCA became Kena. But the question here, both MPP and this is it necessary? It is rather an assessment of 1992 constitution and its impact on the body politic of Ghana. That can establish this first. See, and yes, I do any say constitutional review committee. And you bring in your total entity, Jeremiah for Abraham, you make one. Yes. Indeed, Omani Yenyani, Yenko Babia, we are only 32 years with the Fourth Republic. Tosi, with the 1992, and we march with the time. Now you found table so. Everywhere, Asana, Yakolophobia constitutional review, and Yama we go there. More review, Sanyama we. You review, Yemfa Bibia Megu was there. Yes, among review the constitution. Again, Abraham Musau. It is that general blanket review. I don't want them any movie as lawyers we are raising this objection or lovers of the constitution we are raising this objection in the sense and Yama Ben Atutosin. It is Sankayetimi Edin San Yaman Atutosin with the 1992 constitution. Then we go to the next level and ask for review. Abraham Yametron. Say general blanket review. What are we? Then we have articles up to 289. They are in your review. So, Brown, you are metro. Yes, it is Yantoma Ghana for Nanka, me free say, and can say, a buying a free 209 mistaken, which I always say, Professor Viajo's commission was wrongly at that time. It was wrongly placed because, in the sense, some Ghana any practice who do say. Yeah, the as a constitutional review committee. We thought it should have been constitutional assessment of the 1992 constitution and its impact on the body politic of Ghana. And on the day, and it's synchronic, it is synchronic, then we go to the next level, which is review.
One more suspicion say said the nipa bia can say Mampeni John Dramani Mahama Emfie na ya obedi aso mfie na ba ko no so no de nya de beso no enti onyaye ananka yasesa mrem nanka watumi asa contest bio woni wo mo a wo e wo sa suspicion be ya dwene se e bia no so ka ho bi e na ye de sa constitutional review e ba na
prof he says Muhammad ni no so nipa esi nipa fi mu de enye krosha e na wapa mu ho e bo ana ba obi anyi bia menyi ni se wo sa adwen nanso ena no abafo NDP ekoto e bi gira to mika se no da bia abafo ekoto ye ni ye di to ke se ya NDC abanya professor enya is excellency Mahamo edi se omampani bia se the current his excellency Mahama wo so wa ginto bi se constitution no through the party in majority okay so obese semwa what is big assessment of the constitution it is really the grammatical in the sense of you constitution no amendment section no what should I say 40% embranity and trade cross no I say 40% of eligible voters and I say a to abano say you can see a colossal the bill of constitution no what in America wrong 40% who for the current Ghana for to about 80 million. What is 40% of 80 million? Is it around 9.4 million? And as omo ASR 40% of the to abano. Onye emu only you. Ni ya cross so percentage only 5.2 million. Omo to abama NDC and his excellency Mahama we more than 6.something million. Neti manuver there. By Ghana no, you need to agenda no. And no, you miss Makase. You say his excellency Mahamo needs to agenda. Now so, when you on my Omanfm or so what's in the Timopo, upon the Timopo say, we say the strap in the Kutano no. Please, honestly, we can't hide away. Okuta needed majority to make it because law no and change clause say only you say your best constitution, especially in regard to that of 2-year term, 2-year term. No, naturally, so only 40% of eligible voters, 40% local has a fee of 18 million. About 5.4 million. 9.4 million, the law on second limb is there. Only 5.4 of the 5.2 of the 9.4 million. Meanwhile, go to about only 6.something million. Then go back fact and this have a camera. What's what about the team for the best consumer? He can do it. May come from only constitutional angle. Make other things, but Embrano say and cross amendment, over to Ayo, and you may can in there, because you have to have a phone, and by any able, say, His Excellency Mahama, Onya Sahajeno, because Okaka over here, over the divorce.
Okasa, S. Gracia. Dema Article 71 office holders near day or promises say or obetrim. Possible set with this constitutional review no obetumi ayana
abana we dey person me rasia ko ayese serve you fache me mo no ba ni no akwese kete so oba ni me ba be dibere ebi ni ye no so the na no the kai ni afa wa beta ko nyala so oba e ko we papers e di wadi abana me fa ntene ho ni mo obi na no ansa ni yetini atere ya dine ho
okay na se sie ye ka sei enka me yakoye se bambo mu nsem asumdua ye woyi enema bi ya NDC mebunu bi ye no enema enye bebi ye gyen wo de obo ase de eka ho a ebre ya ye wo mu yi constitutional review ni ehia anase wo se ye de na si fom na bambo ye adwuma na asumdua koso
aba ni bi enu nyina work together
okay
na nemo se ni awo kan se empenifo se enipa ni didi me asa no adwene ba bi obeda ho me bo ana obi ho me ye so unya me abra wonim se wote esabio entuntu mu obeda wani be kata na mo kompe wa wani kata da so no na ni ekoso ya kwa kikikiki ne ese the mrahi ensem no ni nyina your friends the euphoria aspect of any new government ya na emamuru ne nkwankwa no say ya na efufu omo tie ne yes yakotake over yes we say I am part and parcel of our politics but only said let us downplay it ye mompa yes say ye nuanom niema na omo tumi na omo sesa ye ombodo nsɛm no ɔn sɛ ɔmampani ɛne titulu party mpanyinfoɔ akasa kyerɛ ɔmo yɛn sɛ ɛno deɛ ɛbɛkɔ akɔda the usual thing a esi a abaa bi asesa nkwankwa no fa nneɛma hyɛ mbotom baa no wɔsɛ Ghana yɛ peaceful nation abra nti yɛ saa nneɛma no yɛ nyinyi hɔ nti abawo sɛ nkwankwa akakra bi koraa etwa mɛbɔ ɔnabo ahyimɔ yɛ kɔle wɔsɛ ɔyɛ former MP for Adenta ɛnti sɛ ɔne current regional chairman wɔsɛ otu ne nan si wɔsɛ yɛnkyi even NDC foɔ nkurɔfoɔ a nkwankwa na wɔn identify wɔn di anim ɔmo mura mmira so sɛ na ɔman ne yɛ hwehwɛ o sɛ aban sesɛn no nkyɛn so obi afa biribi ante ne bɔtɔm NPP yɛn nso yɛ baa power ne bi si na ɛno nso nkyerɛ sɛ aban asesɛn NDC so mo nsa ne bi o because ɔman no yɛtu anamɔ a yɛatra o like wɔn kan yɛkɔ yɛ nim nti yɛn fa na sɛ wɔyɛ deɛ nkɔla adeɛ.
yo ɔnɔbɔ yɛbɛde wase ɛne wadagye anɔpɛ yi.
o ase deni.
Honorable Yalba, a private legal practitioner or a former MP for Kumewu or a constitutional expert, and na yenino edin komono non kro abapa hon. Enti minya memanum, yabe kwa kwaji yabwa fonkra to abaye ba na yede de aka ni nyina atwa so.
Waka yenso se yate na sopam.
Na wontie na sopam anka mbe dai. Yakoba.
Goil anytime, anywhere. From Wak to Tumu, Navungu to Bolgatanga, Tamale to Salaga, Goil. Nkuranza to Banda, Kumasi to Abwasi, Tadi to Cape, Orokodo, Tema to Ho, Accra, and all over Ghana. Goil brings you quality choices. Fuel up at any Goil station near you. Goil, good energy. Yeah.
Aywa, na de tina no pa no pa wan ekum sei.
Gwa kojo. Enye nkofo ye omo wa me feature ya me di me sike se kaka na no pe mama me sesi for me.
Ele ma men kanfo Abokobi Area Rural Bank Emma Way. Abokobi Area Rural Bank or savings and current account wo ho, wo susu account so e wo ho no. Abokobi Area Rural Bank wo bosia ahodo bibira ye de ma ye adwadifo, ebi ni susu loan, the microfinance loan or nhihye so de ma baban adwumayefo ene bosumia adwumayefo a wona katua efa Abokobi Area Rural Bank ne wona wona katua kora emfa ho no. Abokobi Area Rural Bank wo shares afi your treasury bill ene fixed deposit ya yodima adwadifo ya ehunsi ho no eso yie pa. Obehu Abokobi Area Rural Bank won nkrabata no bi ewo Madina, Dome, Asharibotwe, Ayarefa ene Adenta. Bank ni ti ewo Abokobi one Abokobi lorry station no ene di hwe ani mu betimi afre ewo ahomatrofo so 027 412 2122. WhatsApp so no number ne 028 911 3052. Abokobi Area Rural Bank onoji ono. Aywa, na de tina no pa no pa wan ekum sei.
Gwa kojo. Enye nkofo ye omo wa me feature ya me di me sike se kaka na no pe mama me sesi for me.
Ele ma men kanfo Abokobi Area Rural Bank Emma Way. Abokobi Area Rural Bank or savings and current account wo ho, wo susu account so e wo ho no. Abokobi Area Rural Bank wo bosia ahodo bibira ye de ma ye adwadifo, ebi ni susu loan, the microfinance loan or nhihye so de ma
Ebusuafo mo fancha ye besan akwakwaje yaboafo nkrato no na ensempera na wo say Ghanaian Times story bi ewo ho a wo pese oliba oh kafra ai
metimi kasa afedia
yanko
na ofa Ghanaian Times ko wakrata na katafeto so ye edu enum na eye Minister of Gender ede ababetu edwase afi etwam no mmofra makomaku edu enan wo ye maiwa ananko wode wom kwakɔhye awade a mpiriwa awade ne sɛ wode wom kwakɔhye mo mofra na makoma kudu 914 enanka awade a hye mofra kete wonu wom panyin fa sɛ ware na wode wom kwakɔ ware no mofra na makoma kudu 9 ena woyi wom firi mu a woyi wom firi mu no ebi de wose woni gye wom asua wonte wom de wom akɔhye wom asua mu a nkaefo nso a won so epe eye adesua no so no wode wonom akɔhye mu hajia eye Safia Taminu ono na eye head of child marriage unit no wada ano ewo eye Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection eno de science seminar so esimi etu edwa na arosam bi esi e what chiman sunyane kwantempo no so a me no kasa driver ni police ni bi na wokura eye adwadifo edi wo mo efri eye bupe ana wode wo mo ebasen akokodi dwa na akwanhia yetimi si anase akwamukafo eto hye wo mo so e wo ahyiaye mu e ma se me no kasa wo bo eye driver ni tu wo ne kon na police no so de ne boso ene ne nsa me no kasa yi driver ni de ne ho ato na police ni de se de mpanyi kasa no woda so e wo ayasabia e wo eye sunyane a woji ayarhwe Ghanaian Times nsem ahudra wode ebaye no na mamemfa eye daily statement quick one enfanto aso
okay
Ghana man painda da nana adodan kwakufu ado na ose oba oda nyankopon ase eno akoda nyankopon ase papa
adwuma na enye
bete ano ode kaka wa ose enye bete kra da nyame ase na wa invite me na mante na ose oda nyankopon ase efise eniema mienu pa na wogina so na wada nyankopon ase ni tiru ni se ba obaye no na okọ no ene yenka bi kam yakama minka bi amammo no agina brane paaye paa wo yamanyo semu a eno no woda nyankopon ase papa ena de tosumie no oba na sumdwe mu ena wokọ no so wokọ na sumdwe alhamdulillah assalamu alaikum.
Good morning, Sister Abna. President Mahama is doing all he can to continue after 4 years, but he lied bad, and he needs to be careful. Pa solo ewodo ekwapem enwodi we ebaye. Facebook, my messages now one a sea of messages. I mean kind kakra. Edward Ejaro say NDC is not a party to enjoy. Sa na eno no azenze well Kwame Fosu or say has Ghanaians asked why teacher who ba ku bi akemo obesen gadeba
I said daily graphic na de the nimu no ya bobo so aba ko krata fa to so edu a asem bi wo ho praise moderator be na o kan se bi o say ayansa for wa ni o
oni ono te he Emmanuel Mate
me nam te he
we
Emmanuel Mate yeah
zaka so na gu akoyo te he ka ba siregu
e ba do your moderator wo to me nkasa sanche
why moderator be
te ho no
moderator papa no hanse na me ko na
enye Emmanuel Mate Nzambura
obakata fa to so du daily graphic abana enkofo bisa se GPRT 4 we he omo se be na nsan ebere kakra GPRT 4 akonwano atum pru ti se ne ne ofre obi a politician se hwan ofre no ana ase ne kasa asesa se hu na abo woni o se nso se de na ato woni o ne enkofo bi se nyina ne se GPRT 4 we he ne ama asen bi se ya ba ne sen ti se ne enkofo hu ne se GPRT 4 de trotro lorry fare aba eno na obi edi so na hyenkafo no ene matefo no edura no padium di so pepepe na mum edura nwumire a se kwan ya na bia beto aso se eden ayu ode emfato ho bi bai se baabi a anopa ye 5 cedis ebo no nsia ne no nso kwa a ye 10 cedis e wo Ghana ha ane
enwumire sa
na fanise ofri Accra no okote se ebia ablikuma oso oba kanation udu kanation
no san lodu
na san elodu dabi odoko olodu odoko ria no lodu kwahyeman
all over Ghana
oria afei enti se wa wo kwablikuma no obejo lorry fe no employment
yeah
ekosi se baabi nso odo beko street no aka ebia kaswa street enti so madina na afo no a obekura kosi Legon
obejo kaswa fe na udu enyinem mensku na afoka ekokwa aben a area anopa eye 750 pesos ebonwumire no nsia ne fa eye 15 cedis 630 sa taxi for no lodu wo enyinem mensku no sika omogie eno no okoka omuzo oye MP no a wo ho no eta omoachi na so MP wo ho no onye saade ne da
abena kokota omoachi
yes za da bi daga no na nya fufuru yi so ho onye saade ne da enti de enkofu bi ebisa ne se GPRT for akoda fisa omo no mo eye in charge omo no aban etena se lorry fair no ho asemti ne ekoso yi GPRT for person mo chese omo hu ya na
omeka chose we mu ye floating omeka so we mu ye floating for
Abraham ade na minim da o me fi bega da me fi ada bedru meme da na najo na oledi ko dodowa ye gina onya 2 hours eno bi ka chese hwe ade so fa kosi ye ka na sei
amraya hie
ansa na wasanya bi ato aso na nso ka na me de tena mu no o se ka na de ne ko ye o osuwa no osi omu nyina no o se wo to aso de ne santu another 10 days enti 50 madina kon 20 Ghana
yes sa no mo ye edura nwumre a ebo no nsia se de teacher kan yi a masalachi ho wunya ka wetumi agina wona so more than 2 hours enti omo ba omo so omo kwa amahyashi utina mu a udura amahyashi ho no mu a no mo sinipa no omo san pai dodo enti no instead of 10 cities na wo so utwa from Madina to Dodowa no utwa 20 debi asa no omo ye
obeti ase
20
yeah like the way
na abana ba pay 13 say omanpani ko otumfo ho
yes
and o say omanpani M1 no na omani sika also otumfo M1 no na omani sika semo a onu susu se atete apansam no M1 President Mahama asked Asantehene to help address economic woes enti minim say otumfo nso ya another president or enti omanpani so mebo ano de a ana esa otumfo modern a obo say okopere mpuntu de ba santima munti no mampani kasa de a eno nso
the main purpose of the visit was say otumfo ebeboa na ye de asomdwe ebeba boko yeah eno na ye main way enti eno ano okosom ewo nation prophet aso
say ayi akwesiden you know enama omampani ekọ no nti abana stories na say akesi hunde yabobo bibiri so ena abana pepa ni mo ayedu
ene de mo ayedu yo yemfasida ema Ghana Hostels Limited omo no manage SNIT hostels e wo Ghana ha enti se wanya admission wo call KNUST and say University of Education Winneba CKT UTAS Navrongo e wo level 100 ni anase wo school mu dada open hostel papa facility bia wo ho e ho ye serene environment obetumi asua ade a e wo se Ghana Hostels Limited wo mo atenaye e na obekro na KNUST say womo ahyehyehye honum nyina kama sanso na University of Education Winneba so womo aye washrooms ne kama womo beds ne nyina womo asesan mattresses apapa womo kitchen no eho kama chese womo ema environment a wo student a wo betumi atena se na wo hua de eno ti bomodin a se KNUST kumasefo womo befre 0243660847 edi number no and I say Florence 0277833262 Maxwell enso so and managing University of Education there no 0247824315 0247824315 na woni wo mo edi nkomo wasi dan na wie dane de efe nenso apono a wode betoto mu no so account pa esan se amo alesifue wo munya ye so eba enti to doors papa door master eho ene wo se wokro wo mo ewo doors papa pa ewo ho ebi free Turkey ebi free Israel ebi free China ene German doors ya ebi wo ho kra ya tutu obomu a enko ni nyina no akrofo ntumi ma mewiawo enti ko door master say na wo mo emma interior ni exterior security doors metal doors and afei elegant wooden bathroom doors ni nyina no womo edibiaba womo wo Pobimanto both ho asalaja 3rd October so hom fianko mo ben Islamic school no obeye womo ben Forest Reserve no kwabenya ACP Estate Junction tema womo wo Dawenya kwan no so Adepa Junction Kumasi so womo wo Ahinsan bus stop Door Master womo wo Facebook Instagram TikTok and Snapchat say TikTok riaba no US yo say de enye adwuma wo hobiem obetumi afre wo mo ewo 0548402640 0548402640 doormasteronline.com so wo mo ewo ho Doormaster ana the best indoors sanso ena Abokobi area rural bank wo mo ena ehwe esika samo amayen opese onya salary loan anase usika efa controller nti obese wonya loan a ni nyina no omo wo ho hyehye wo ho commercial loan wo ho susu loan e wo ho sika no setie bia no aboko bi area rural bank wamo ebehwe so e dia mawo wamo wo e-switch services wo ho Ghana Pay NLA GH Link ATM card ni nyina eye adwuma e wo ho omo wo branches ni bebre aboko bi omo ne lorry station ni di nhwani mu madina so NPP constituency ho office ho no omo ni di nhwani mu dome crossing adenta omo ne Benap filling station ni di nhwani mu Yarefa so omo wo Yarefa taxi station obotwe Zax Plaza ewo Maradona Junction eya no afre aboko bi area rural bank ewo 027 412-2122 027-412-2122 Abokobi area rural bank ono jiono nsembera
give us me modern me mo kase say wode menti no wode ayarehwe me no kase ene enu papa na aba adwaman so give us pick capsules no se beboa se wode bo ani na wagye bia na nsansa bi na agugu me kase agugu a na se agugu ba bi basa na afi so kura no se honkwamwa no ahoɔden ɛwɔ nkwamwa no se etimi ema utimi fayefunu ana se utimi oba fayefunu ɛwɔ fom a ne nyina nso no obetimi aboa wo na ho atumi atoso Johnson na te ya wo no so tu atesanso ena wo ko capsules enso so ewo ho no mo a eno se yesisi yade ana se koko ena ajuwa boso yimtim ni nyina so betu ase e ma ho atumi ato se wo ka give us cook ena fe pick capsules no bom na wo no mo a eboa wo man so ayar setimi entemtem pa o heba mixture so wenu so se ye etidi yade ana se wanu na ato body ne ena waposo na ye wo ya ni nyina no etimi eboa ma utimi ede wo ho ubenya bi ato ewo eye leading pharmaceutical shop akudro bi am Ghana ha no openchire mu bi ana dodo atu a na wa from 0543222470 ana se 0506 851-135 Samsung Franco se me mo kasia no pay se wode mobile phones ahodo abadwaman so se wo pe mobile phones se Nokia Samsung iPhones ana se wo pe TV a 32 inches akusi 100 inches ubenya bi wo air conditions no so no 1.5 akusi 2.5 ni nyina so ebia washing machine na iPhone so kra no blenders ahodo no CCTV cameras ni nyina no woton bi e wona so na na woto ade bi afi Franco wo no mo a wo hwan so amu nchemu aduanan 40% discount na se sika ni nyina no ebeko akwakogu botom wo se bomoden a se obetimi ene wo madi nkomo ewo one more official numbers so 0246422338 ana se 0555939311 so wonsa ebetimi akom kai na share so still phone papa efi enonom National Health Insurance enya mfisha na du no 20 years je ne no de wuhia ne se obenya app no na oko Play Store na se app ahodo no download my NHIS app no o download a no timi boa ema otimi enya yarehwe ema ho etumi eto ope fango de agu ka mo so akai se fango no eye ba akopɛ eno ano ene go fango to bigum na be ma o ka no enya hoden enyina chepa
Elder
Stabra
ukrebi
branche no afa ne nyina
ene na ye bepon
ye no aso
ye bre na so a
what a maritime news so
eba ampa ene anopen so ye bedi nkomo e wona 2 TV so enti no ene na ye damoasio
ye mfa sisi ya ne nko
ye damoasio so mobile why
enti ne kwakra ne sen
ne kwakra ne sen ye be hia wa kire ho
ye be hia ho abene mamitire taw Edmond Yirenchi say men kan so tio papa Edmond Yirenchi kan so tio good morning oh so home I was Amazing Grace honor or say men kan so good morning
Always